Let's be honest, nobody enjoys talking about university funding. It's about as fun as a root canal. But here in Kenya, it's a topic we can't seem to escape. Why? Because how we fund our universities directly impacts the future of our nation. It determines who gets access to higher education and what kind of education they receive. Screw this up and we're looking at a future with fewer doctors, fewer teachers, and fewer bright minds to solve the world's problems. And let's be honest, the world has enough problems as it is. In Kenya, access to quality education has always been a bit of a postcode lottery. Some kids hit the jackpot with fancy private schools, while others are stuck with overcrowded classrooms and textbooks older than their grandparents. The new funding model, introduced in 2023, was supposed to level the playing field. It promised a needs-based system, ensuring that everyone had a shot at a university education regardless of their family's bank balance. Sounds great, right? Well, there's a reason why they say the road to hell is paved with good intentions. Because in practice, this new model has caused more chaos than a pack of baboons let loose in a library. Almost immediately after the new funding model was rolled out, alarm bells started ringing louder than a Kenyan fire drill. Student groups, activists, and even that one uncle who always knows what's best for the country, all cried foul. Their complaint? The new system was about as transparent as a brick wall. Nobody seemed to understand how funding decisions were being made, and rumors of unfairness and discrimination spread faster than gossip in a hair salon. Things came to a head in December 2024 when the High Court, in its infinite wisdom, decided to weigh in on the matter. The result? A resounding slapdown of the new funding model. Justice Chacha Mwita, the judge presiding over the case, declared the model unconstitutional. His reasoning? The government had basically pulled a fast one by implementing the new system without any meaningful public participation. Imagine trying to remodel your bathroom without consulting your spouse. Yeah, it's not going to end well. The High Court's ruling was a massive win for the students and a major embarrassment for the government. But this is Kenya, and in Kenya, the saga continues. The Higher Education Loans Board and the Universities Fund, the two main players in this funding fiasco, were not about to take the High Court's ruling lying down. They appealed the decision faster than you can say, Hakuna Matata. Their argument? The High Court had overstepped its bounds and thrown the entire university system into disarray. They claimed that the new funding model was, in fact, the result of extensive consultations and was designed to promote fairness and equality. They also argued that the High Court's decision had left them in a logistical nightmare, unable to disperse funds to universities and students. Imagine trying to pay your bills with your hands tied behind your back. That's essentially what they were dealing with. The Court of Appeal, stuck between a rock and a hard place, decided to hedge its bets. In March 2025, it issued a ruling that managed to please absolutely no one. The court temporarily reinstated the controversial funding model, allowing it to continue while they reviewed the case in more detail. To add insult to injury, the court also instructed Helby and the Universities Fund to make the current funding framework public within 14 days. Because apparently, transparency is a concept best served cold. So here we are stuck in funding limbo. The Court of Appeal's ruling has done little to quell the controversy surrounding the new funding model. Students are still confused, universities are still struggling to make ends meet, and the government is still trying to figure out how to fix this mess. The stakes are incredibly high. A fair and transparent university funding model is not just about numbers on a spreadsheet. It's about investing in Kenya's future. It's about ensuring that every student, regardless of their background, has the opportunity to reach their full potential. Until we get this right, the future of Kenyan higher education will remain shrouded in uncertainty, and that's a gamble we simply cannot afford to take.